The other day I had a message from a lady saying that she had a Dyson cordless that doesn't work well. Can she bring it over? This obviously happened. However, she had a Dyson cordless in this pile of stuff somewhere. Should be the rest of the V6 that goes with this. But then she got all of this rubbish and said, oh, I had to clear out of my cupboard, got all the stuff together. Could you get me a nice working V6, have the rest and bill her? Because I will. I might knock a bit of money off. We'll see what we've got. I don't know what we've got. I don't know what's wrong with wherever the V6 is that goes with this immaculate looking floor head. So let's dig through this and see what we've got. Yes, hello, my vacuum cleaner and cordless Dyson chums. How are you today? I mean, bless it, the V6 is getting on a bit. It's pretty reasonable. It's now at the stage of its life where it gets delivered to you inside of a monkey bag. Yeah, you could have paid a tenner for all of this at the car boot. What are we going to do? Why did you waste your money? So, yeah, we obviously have a Dyson V6 animal somewhere. It is this head. Isn't that delicious? We shall hope and pray that that works shortly. Then there's this head, which, I mean, on immediate inspection, doesn't look completely genuine to me. Yeah, we have one of those knockoff Dyson heads, which I'm actually quite excited about, because obviously we're going to be keeping this. We don't need to worry about any of that. So, yeah, that's cool. We shall come on to that whenever we find the machine that fits it. So what's in these bags? I don't know. We're going to have to make two piles now. One for V6 refurb, one for into the shed. So we have Dyson Mini Turbo tool, although an older style, with the embossed Dyson logo there. Oh, look, it's in beautiful condition. What the heck's this from? I don't know. We're going to have to Google or 17096. I don't know. We'll put that in the I don't know where it goes to pile. Here is a charger with a label on it. That looks like a 34, 35 style charger. I don't know. Oh, look, everybody's favourite Dyson tool. This thing. That obviously doesn't go with this at all. Here we go. Here is the meat and potatoes. In fact, we may as well just... There we go. Right. This should show us what we've got. We do have a Dyson DC35, which we now have to keep in the chain. And we have, oh gosh, a Dyson V6. Although, immediately, I can spot a problem. So, we might have a solution for that coming up shortly. Then yeah, we have all of these tools, and we've got the up top dusting brush. Just move this out of the way. Up top dusting brush, the normal soft dusting brush, combo tool. There isn't actually an crevice tool. There's that crevice tool, because this is the Dyson head style that I'm most used to seeing, which does go with the V6. I wonder. We'll take these off their docks in a minute. Two adapters, the mattress tool, the small dusting brush. Oh, the little extension hose. Does that fit the V6? It does. Ooh. I reckon if somebody's had a mattress kit from an upright Dyson and this is all, she can have all this back, it all fits this. Or I might just say, what tools might you want? Because nobody ever uses all of these tools. Right, so this is the main problem, and it now is a problem-ish, especially with this crack in it here. So I think I've got some spare. We'll not be able to test any suction there. Yeah, it's still mildly working despite being exploded, but we can test some things. Let's just take that off as well. This is how you test these Dysons. You take the filter out and then it removes any impedance from the airflow. And don't have it on max either, because we need to battery test this. Does that work? does this head even fit it? Ah, you see, no, that head doesn't fit it. So the connections are different. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what that thing's from here, but that works. Let's test this delightful looking floor head. Oh yeah, that spins. Lovely. I don't even know if this head fits this Dyson. Oh, it doesn't. Yeah, these aren't for the V6, and I don't know what they're for. So we can't, for now, test this, although who knows how we'll hack it. In fact, it might be easier to hack than to find the Dyson that it fits, because I don't think that hit my Kirby. Yeah, look, that takes that to 32mm, just like that. And obviously, well, we'll have to just shove a 7-volt battery somewhere in order to spin the brush roll. So, okay, we might be able to play this today, but not today. So, yeah, you don't go anywhere near there, you're fine. Here is charger and dock for the V6. See what's wrong with this DC35. Run. Got better airflow than that thing. Yeah, it's all here. Oh, spotless filter. The machine isn't, well, I say spotless filter on the inside. The machine itself is disgusting. Yeah, that all works, and I mean, again, all of these tools will fit this machine. Oh, the triggers. A bit sticky. How lovely. Yeah, all of these tools will fit this machine, but the powered tools won't, because this machine isn't powered. All it is just, you know, dusty, pokey, doey stuff. So, yeah, it's a bit limited nowadays, and this head certainly, well, it'll fit it, but it'll never spin, because they are not plugged in to anything. So what a weird assortment of rubbish. But at least I now know what we have to play with. And I mean, I feel a bit lucky really, because in terms of V6 spares, I'm quite well catered for there. So I think what I'm going to do, because again, I can make this up now as much as I want. I mean, as far as the V6, that head, she'll need that one. Probably have the little hose. That's a nice tool to have. Nobody ever uses these tools ever. I mean, that one has never, ever been used. So I'm inclined to say that that's all she needs. I might have a look for these and see if I can find any more in the shed that are different. We could probably do with just a normal crevice tool. But also, I need to go in the shed because there's DC08 that needs some small tools as well. So hopefully in the second part of tonight's entertaining video, we can have some stuff to go back together and have this all looking a fair bit cleaner. And a couple of days later, we are done. And, well, we still have 2 bags of Dyson now, but they are very different bags indeed. Yeah, it all looks lovely, all nice and clean and tidy. Yeah, we can get out. We're probably going to be the most kitted out Dyson V6 ever, because yeah, I'm going to give all of these tools back and she can have them all. We'll come on to that in a minute. There's the dock. So I might keep this one because that's handy. There's its crevice tool. Oh, there's 2 of them, look. Okay, well yeah, we'll keep one with the Dyson. There we go, the U-brush, little turbo head, this one and this one. And yeah, she's got a DC08 with the, you know, the first generation square star connector. So these 2 crevice tools with this adapter, random adapter, this is half of an adapter, but look, it fits perfectly and fits into the end of the hose retreat, as does this chewed up dusting brush, which again is no good for me to put on the machine to sell, but for her who just wants it for a DC08, it'll be lovely. Yeah, didn't it come up well? Look, the machine looks spotless. Look, I repaired the big hole in the top. You'd never tell it was there. And it has excellent suction again. I mean, we can put the turbo head on. It works well. We can put this dusting brush on. Nothing happening down there at all. It's the same with this one. And yeah, all of the tools work really well. It's good really, because yeah, this bit forward isn't the same machine. In fact, the head isn't either. I've had a refurbished but refurbished but not worth doing anything to V6 for ages. It needed a battery and a charger. And I refurbished the whole thing, and then I just couldn't afford to buy a battery and a charger for it. Couldn't afford it, and it wasn't worth it. I probably wouldn't have got back anything more than I spent on it. All of this here, minus those three, all of this here is just so worthless nowadays that, yeah, it's better value for me to just bin her stuff, put this stuff on here, and, yeah, the lady can have her Dyson back. Oh, I might give her the option to just choose the tools she wants and I'll keep the rest, but she won't get any more money back because there was obviously a part exchange involved in this lot. Well, that's in this bag, and it came up really well as well, which is nice. We have it stock. Now I'm in a bit of a conundrum now because I forgot we had that spare. I got these out of the shed, you see. And obviously these fit this. This machine wasn't about when the machine that these tools came with was born, but it fits them. And I don't know really. I mean, I've had a DC16 with this head, and it was okay, you know. It did the job, but I don't know. I could probably go look a lot better and be a lot nicer to use with this combination nozzle. We'll ignore it doing that. Yeah, that there. This should make it more usable. It will make it completely unusable. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, yeah. Now I understand why. Maybe we won't put that one with it at all. Maybe we'll just put this with it. Oh, what do we do? No, let's put both with it. Screw it. It doesn't matter. It's going to go for cheap on Facebook anyway. Because yeah, it came up very well. Cyclone washed up a treat. These do. These are very nice and simple. Filter, good trip through the washing machine. Bless them. These old girls, they don't have powered take-off heads. But, yeah, again, with just a crevice tool on it, it's all you're going to need. It's all I used to use my green note for until I got the other green note, the micro green note. And then I use that for it and the other one for everything else. So, yeah, I still think there is some love for these, but they're limited. What do you think? You had an experience with the Dyson DC35, or would you prefer the V6? I also have a spare charger as well, which is quite handy, because I've had this Dyson DC34 for years at this point. I can't even remember when I got this. It was back when they weren't that old, and I've never had a charger for it. I remember taking it round to Mr. Tayhouse and plugging it into his once. And yeah, I've got that. I've even got a dock for it. And looking at these now, I think we might just do a switchy-rooney and they can have one each. Because yeah, in theory now, that the lady had two chargers for these for some reason. And yeah, they both worked absolutely fine. Yep, the charging light is on over there, because it's one of those chargers. Yeah, this one isn't quite so good. Yeah. There's barely any airflow from there. And that one has loads. Yeah, look at the difference. What is the difference between them? Obviously, one is a 34 and one is a 35. I'm not too sure how good the battery is for this. Now that I have a charge... Ah, that's it. I can immediately see this one has... Look, a removable battery. How novel. This must have been one of the last machines to have one of those. And now they come full circle again, charging an extra £100 for the privilege of them finally deciding to design something that they used to have anyway. Oh, well done, Dyson. So, yeah, I think I can get a nice little cheap seller out of that one we can get a nice little cheap seller out of the other one at some point, assuming its battery's good. I shall test it, and we'll call that a nice little random Dyson bag. So what do you think? Did we do well out of our cordlesses? I think we did okay. Have you had any recent cordless Dyson fun? Do let me know down below. But until the next time, I and some other random bag of mystery will see you soon. Bye bye.